promise, guys, I do not do voodoo. If I did voodoo, I'd be at 1 million subs by now. Happy Halloween! I love Halloween, guys. Love it. Before we start, I'm gonna have to let y'all know that this video is not for the faint-hearted. This video is not for those who are easily scared. This video is not for children, okay? So if you are a child, you're gonna have to leave right now because I don't want to hear anything about me making you guys cry, making you guys terrified, and all of this hoopla, okay? We're not doing that hoopla today, okay? What up, what up, what up, everybody? I am the Mademoiselle, and this is my channel. Stop this video right now. Stop. Just stop this video. If you not subscribed, why are you here? I don't even want you here if you're not subscribed. Like, I don't want you, like, bye. It's like, nah, let me stop. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Y'all like this look? Like, I feel like I'm serving. I really hope there's no black lipstick on my teeth. There probably is. I always get lipstick on my teeth. And it would be very tragic if there was black lipstick on my teeth right now. Like, I didn't even start the video yet. If there's black lipstick on my teeth, please disregard. And please disregard everything that you can hear in my background right now because my family is extremely loud and I don't understand why. So, I love Halloween. Halloween is my favorite holiday. But for whatever reason, I always forget to participate. Why are y'all so loud? I feel like voodoo has a very negative connotation to it, and I feel like a lot of people are not educated on the topic. I took a lot of Haitian, Caribbean, and Black literature classes in college, so I am certified to tell you this information, and I also had to research a whole lot of shit as well to bring you this video. I chose voodoo as a topic because, one, I'm Haitian, and a lot of people think that all Haitians do voodoo. Two, a lot of people are very uneducated about what voodoo really is. And three, I feel like no one really talks about this on YouTube. And I was like, you know what? This is going to be an opportunity for me to do something different. While everyone's doing scary stories and myths and shit, we're going to talk about some real shit. First things first, voodoo is an actual religion. Like a legit religion. There are millions of people around the world who practice voodoo. It is something that many people practice. Honestly, your neighbor could probably be doing voodoo right now and you wouldn't know it. It is not just Haitians who do voodoo. It's not just Africans who do voodoo. It's not just Hispanic people who do voodoo. There's white people who do voodoo. There's people all over the world who do voodoo, okay? Voodoo is universal as hell. And contrary to popular belief, it is absolutely not a demonic religion. It is actually a very peaceful religion. And the only reason people see it as a demonic religion is because a lot of people do bad things in the name of voodoo, which gives it its bad rap. But honestly, it really is a peaceful religion. Just like there's evil people out there who are Christians. Does that mean that Christianity is evil? Well, I mean, honestly, it depends on how the fuck you look at it. But we're not gonna get into that right now. The point I'm trying to get at is just because a lot of bad people do things in the name of something does not mean that whatever it is that they are trying to represent is bad. A lot of people do bad things. That does not mean that that whole group or that whole religion of people are bad. So there are 3 types of voodoo. There is West African voodoo, Haitian voodoo, and Louisiana voodoo. There's a lot of people who actually worship voodoo, and there's a lot of people who are afraid to say that they are voodoo worshipers because they feel like people are going to try to harm them or that people are going to be afraid of them. And that's just not okay. Like, that a lot of people do fucked up shit in the name of voodoo, and it makes the whole entire religion look bad. I'm going to talk about mainly Haitian voodoo. Haitian and Louisiana voodoo came about when the slaves came to the States and to Haiti. So this is 2 different sets. So when the slaves were in Haiti and when the slaves were in the States, the slaves still wanted to practice their religion. They brought over their African roots, they brought over their African religion, and they still wanted to practice their religion. However, we all know the settlers, you know, the Americans, the French settlers, like the white man, I'm not trying to offend y'all, the white man did not like the slaves still practicing their religion. They were basically like saying, like, you know, y'all shit is shit. Y'all need to worship what we worship. You need to worship our God. Try to push Christianity and Catholicism onto the slaves, and in order to mask the fact that they were still worshiping their African gods and their African religion, what they did was they basically changed some things in their religion to make it look like they were still worshiping the settlers' religion, if that makes sense. That is why when you see a lot of things that have to do with voodoo, they still look like things that could be related to the Roman Catholic Church or anything Christian based. Because of what happened to the slaves and how they wanted to still worship their gods and stuff, it ended up intertwining and becoming what it is today. Louisiana voodoo is mainly influenced by French and Spaniard settlers and the Creole population, while Haitian voodoo, French influencers as well as Christianity. And you would never know because a lot of people are absolutely ashamed of it. And it's crazy because it's like, this is like a legit religion and people are ashamed, people are afraid because, you know, they don't want to be judged, they don't want people to think that, you know, they're evil people because a lot of people have done evil things in the name of voodoo, but it's actually a very peaceful religion. Voodoo dolls. A lot of people think that voodoo dolls are legit like instruments of torture, and you know, if you get a voodoo doll or you see a voodoo doll, it usually represents someone and it's used for demonic purposes, but they're actually used for healing purposes.
A doll. But the thing about this doll is that it doesn't, as it is, it doesn't have a soul. So we need to give it a soul for this to work. And that's what I'm going to do now by taking this. You happy if I use your ring for a second? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Excellent. Just allow that to sort of go floppy down there. That's great. Thank you. And the ring goes into the center here. And this makes it a soul for the doll. We tend to believe what makes us feel good. If we decide that something is nice or makes us feel nice, that we decide that it's true, which, you know, you could argue devalues the idea of truth terribly. Can you feel anything at the moment? What are you aware of?
My legs feel really heavy.
Can you move them? Can you move your feet? You can't move them. You can move your arms, yes?
Yeah.
Just flap your arms a bit for me, just do that, thank you. Just so you can see you can move them for a moment. And then watch. What happens now? Can you move your arms?
No.
You trying?
Yeah.
Okay, now look at me. This will be perfectly comfortable, all right? There's nothing unpleasant about this, perfectly comfortable. I want you to count. Just try and count all the way backwards from 10 to 0 for me, out loud.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Put that close. Can you talk? See, for me, it's all about questioning, I think, and not taking things at face value. Like at the moment you can't speak, but the only reason why you can't speak is that you believe that you can't speak because of what I'm telling you. And the interesting thing is that if I tell you you can speak, all that does is gives you permission to question that belief, and then you find that you can speak. Can't you? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what we believe isn't necessarily real at any level. I mean, this certainly isn't, it's not even a real voodoo doll. You know, and even the real voodoo dolls were used for healing, not for putting curses on people. But what I did, I got you to invest in that belief, and one of the ways I got you to do that was by investing something of yourself in it, like your ring. Whereas in fact, there's nothing in there. There is no ring in there. I didn't put your ring in there. Yeah, your ring's still on your hand. Yeah?
They are not all demonic. Of course, there are demonic ones, but that is not its sole purpose. There are just bad people who do bad things. Voodoo rituals. Now, a lot of people see voodoo rituals and they get freaked the fuck out. Like, when I'm telling you freak the fuck out, freak the fuck out. And honestly, it does look a little crazy. The costume's a little crazy. The face paint, the sacrifices, all of that, it does look really crazy. ceremonies are made to honor the deceased, mainly ancestors of those who are practicing this ceremony. They're not demonic at all. A lot of people usually get freaked the fuck out because, like, you know, the animals being sacrificed and all of that, but honestly it is just part of their rituals. And the point of sacrificing the animal is so that the spirit that they are praying to is to reinforce the spirit's strength, okay? Voodoo is divided between Radu, which is good voodoo, and Petro, which is evil voodoo, which corresponded to both evil and good lois, okay? So loi is a voodoo spirit, and they have lois that they ask for advice and that they seek guidance from, kind of like the way Catholic people seek the guidance from saints. About 60% of all rituals in Radu voodoo had to do with healing. Voodoo actually has priests, okay? There are a select few. They are called Ogun. Okay, I can't say this right, but it's H-O-U-G-A-N, Ogun. Ogun, pronounced Ogun. So an Ogun is a male priest and a Mumbo is a woman voodoo priest, and basically they are supposed to be their liaisons between the physical and the spiritual world. And that goes into the next point, that they don't believe that one life ends and another life begins. They believe that your life is continuous. Like when you live, you just live. You just that's just it. Like there is like no separation. Your soul is continuous. You continue to live even after you die. So a lot of people have this common misconception that people who worship voodoo are like worshiping multiple gods, which in an essence is not really true. They actually do believe that there is one divine God and that they call him Bon Dieu. And honestly, if you're Haitian, you know what Bon Dieu is. Bon Dieu is God for us. That's what it means. Bon Dieu, which means good God. We know what that is, but they call their God Bon Dieu too. Like they still believe that there's one God. There are a lot of the same things that we believe in. Pope John II actually attended voodoo ceremonies and a whole bunch of stuff. Like it's very common for people who are Christian and people who worship voodoo live amongst each other. Like it's very interesting to see, but there's a lot of common things. So we're going to get into the evil magic, into some of the scary shit. If you want to use your power for evil as a priest, you become a boku, right? So a boku is a person who basically carries out spells, puts hexes on people and all of that stuff. But like I said, all of the religion is not like that at all. Like it is a legit religion, but there are a lot of bad things that can happen if you misuse it. So possession. A lot of people love to say that, you know, they don't believe in voodoo. Voodoo is not real, but voodoo is very much real because one, voodoo is religion, and two, if you believe in good, you must believe in bad. I don't understand people who just believe in one thing. Like if you believe in God, you must believe in the devil. I don't understand how you believe in one and not the other. Doesn't really make much sense, okay? Sadly, like I said, there's a lot of people who use voodoo in a very wrong ways. If you're Haitian and you're watching this, you know damn well Haitian people are so afraid of voodoo to the point that they say everything is voodoo, and this is ridiculous. Like everything is voodoo. Nothing could ever happen to a Haitian person on normal terms. Like you could legit die of cancer and they're gonna be like, oh no, someone did voodoo on you and you died. Like it's that serious. Like this is how out of hand it is, okay? When the Haiti earthquake happened in 2010, there was a chlorella outbreak right after, right?
The head of Haiti's voodoo religion has called on authorities to act after dozens of priest lynchings. At least 45 voodoo priests have been murdered in recent weeks after being blamed for causing the Caribbean country's deadly cholera outbreak. About 45 people died in their hometown. We think that's horrible and should never be tolerated. That's why as voodoo practitioners we are rising against that, and we will oppose it by any means necessary.
Yes, they went out and they killed a whole bunch of voodoo priests and they like hung them, they hacked them with machetes. Like they did the most because they felt like it was voodoo that basically made all of these Haitians sick after the earthquake. Instead of finding something, you know, plausible and trying to figure out what it was that was really causing the problem, they chose to kill a bunch of voodoo priests because they felt like they hexed the country, they put a curse on the country, and that is why people were getting sick. You know, a lot of Haitians, they didn't know about what was going on. They're really, a lot of Haitians are not educated, they're not well versed in, you know, all of the health problems that can occur after an earthquake or after a natural disaster. So basically they attributed the outbreak to voodoo. There are numerous stories in the United States of people killing themselves, killing other people because they feel like they've been hexed, they feel like they've been cursed, and it's just really ridiculous, honestly, but at the same time, it's very much so possible. So in 2007 in Crown Heights, New York, there was this man named Joseph Cazzo. I think that's how you say it, Cazzo. And basically he killed his mother-in-law because she said she was going to blow dust into his face, like some type of voodoo dust. He went crazy, lost it, smashed her head into the floor, and then she died. And I'm just like, wow. Like, honestly, I'm not saying that he's okay for that, but honestly, if you ever see dust on the ground, I'm telling y'all that right now, if you ever see like dust, rice, just random shit like that on the ground, do not walk on it. Like, it could legit like kill you. Not even joking. And you know, his defense was that, you know, she was trying to hex me. That was his defense. And honestly, I do feel like a lot of people take it overboard. Like, I do think that voodoo is real. Like, of course it's real, but I don't believe it to the point where I'm gonna let it affect me. Like, I'm not about to sit there and obsess over it. And I feel like a lot of people obsess over it to the point where it becomes like a mental problem and not really so much of like someone actually doing something physically to you. And a lot of people take it real overboard, okay? There was another man who felt that someone in his family cursed him. He thought that one of his cousins put a curse on him and his children. So he decided to kill his kids. He drowned them all in a bathtub, and then he went out and threw himself in front of a drain. Like, it's that serious, guys. I don't think you understand how serious this is. Like, people take this voodoo thing very serious, okay? There's good voodoo and there's bad voodoo. And along with voodoo, there comes mystical creatures. A lot of these things, you know, in America, you got the Sasquatch, you got Bigfoot. They ain't got shit on the Haitian voodoo creatures, you feel me? So first we are going to talk about El Delugau. In English, I think they're called werewolves in English, but to be honest with you, I've heard different things. I've heard shapeshifters, I've heard werewolves. So I guess for right now, we're just gonna call them werewolves. And basically they are people who come out in the night. So basically they have the ability to change into any other animal. They can turn into a bird, they can turn into a fucking wolf, like whatever it is. They basically take an animal's skin, right? They are able to change into the night. So during the day, they're like us. In the night, they're able to change into another animal. And basically, they feed on children, which is why they always tell you not to bring children to Haiti, because legit, they can die. And what they do is a lot of time they'll kidnap babies in the night, or they'll like strike the kid with a fever and then wait till it dies and then come kidnap the kid. Like, it's really terrible. And the only reason they do it to kids mainly, or like babies, is because they're pure. Like, they feed on the pure blood of children, and nothing is more pure than children. There's like numerous stories about that. This video is gonna be way too long if I try to get into all of those stories. Please give this video a big thumbs up and leave down a comment below if you want me to tell like some legit like voodoo stories, because I'll do it. I got no problem doing it, you feel me? Even though it's like the end of October, but whatever. Next is zombies. You know, a lot of people, I'm sure y'all seen Frankenstein and all of these other bullshits. No, ain't nothing got shit on these zombies. These are actually real, and I'm not gonna tell you why they're real because I might get in trouble for saying this on the internet, but zombies are people who are, usually you will find a zombie in Haiti working in a field. So basically they take dead people and they make them zombies so that they can work in the field. Because clearly, why the fuck should I pay people when I could just have dead people working for me, mindless zombies? So if you've ever seen Get Out, where they basically stole the brains of the black people, and anytime that like they would be triggered by an emotion, they would be triggered by like a memory or something, they snap back out of it. That's basically what it is.
We've become such homebodies.
Yes, but even when you go into the city, I've just had no interest. The chores have become my sanctuary. Get out. Sorry, man.
Okay.
Get out! Yo! Yeah! Yo, chill, man. Get out! Chill! Chill, man! Chill! Get the fuck out of here!
The whole ordeal has made me quite a bit exhausted.
Why didn't you just get some rest?
It was nice meeting you, Chris.
In order for a zombie to be snapped out of their zombie state, they have to be triggered by a very powerful memory or like an interaction with a loved one, and usually they'll snap back into it. They do this a lot to people who are already dead. Sometimes they do it to people who are like alive and they literally just fuck with their heads and make them zombies, and they work in the fields for the rest of their lives, selling your soul. So there's a lot of people in Haiti who are rich right now, and there's a lot of people who did not get rich by luck and did not get rich over time. A lot of them have become extremely rich extremely fast, and a lot of times they say it is because they have the help of the devil, and sometimes this is true. So there's a lot of people, and this is not even just with voodoo, this is with, you guys hear about it, the Illuminati and a whole bunch of stuff. Selling your soul actually does work. If you sell your soul, you most likely are gonna get whatever the fuck you want in life, but everything comes with a sacrifice. In voodoo in particular, you don't just sell your soul, you know, it doesn't really work like that. Usually you have to sacrifice something. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I want to be rich and famous, here's my soul. Like, usually you have to kind of give someone else's soul, which is why a lot of people always say a lot of celebrities sacrificed a lot of shit, which is why a lot of people close to them die before they blow up, for real, for real. There's rumors that went around that supposedly, oh, Obama sacrificed his grandmother and that's how he became president. They say that Kanye West sacrificed his mom and that's how he became bigger there now than what he was before. They say a whole bunch of stuff. Like, there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there where it comes to, you know, people actually selling their souls. And in voodoo, it's pretty much the same. You sacrifice something, you sacrifice a person, and you get whatever you want. So there was a story, and this is the main reason why voodoo is definitely seen as demonic. So way back when this story was first released, that is when people worldwide started to think that voodoo was an absolutely terrible thing, and that it wasn't, and that there was nothing peaceful about it. So yeah, his name is Congo. We're gonna call him Congo because I really don't know how to say the rest of his name. So his name is Congo, and basically he went to his sister, and his sister was a voodoo priest. His sister's name is Jean. So he was like, you know, I want to be rich, I want to have money, what do I do? Like, I need your advice. And she went to go get the advice of some other voodoo priests that she knew, and their advice was to sacrifice a goat without horns. So what is a goat without horns? A goat without horns is a human. I guess they had other sisters because Jean went to ask one of her sisters to go out with them one day. He invited her to the Capitol one day, and Congo and two other voodoo priests. So basically he kidnapped his sister, right? And he kidnapped his niece, and she was about 12 at the time. And this all took place in December. They kept her hidden for about a month because on New Year's Eve, that is when they performed this elaborate voodoo ceremony where they basically they strangled, flayed, dismembered, and decapitated her. Yes, I had to pick up my phone for that because that's a lot of shit, okay? With her blood stored in jars, she was also cooked and cannibalized. Yes, that is insane. And this is a 12-year-old girl that they did this to. A short time later, 4 women and 4 men, including Congo and Jean, were arrested and charged with murder. After confessing in open court, they were publicly executed in front of a large crowd in 1864. So, however, it is unclear that the crime ever happened. There was little physical evidence, and it appeared that all defendants had been beaten before confessing. A lot of people don't really believe that the story really happened because there's actually no proof. There's no physical proof that this actually happened, but I mean, it's 1863 and it's Haiti. Of course, there's no fucking physical proof of a lot of shit. But nonetheless, this is a story that went around all around the world. Like, everyone found out about this shit and it was like, oh hell no, voodoo worshippers are evil. And that's basically a lot of the reason why Haiti got its bad rap and why people perceive voodoo as evil. Well, that's it for this video. If you guys want me to do any other or second voodoo related video, please let me know down in the comment section below. Give this video a big thumbs up. Follow me on social media if you haven't already done so. If you've already done so, make sure you smash that subscribe button. If you've already done so, you are gay, the Mafia today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. video and let me know, have you had any voodoo experiences, or like, do you know anyone who does voodoo or like practices voodoo, anything like that? Just let me know down in the comment section below, because I would love to hear some stories. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'm gonna see y'all next time.